I was inspired by this maps, drawings that are displayed around Suffolk House. I sort of, it's sort of give me a windows to travel back in time. I was imagining how they do all this kind of drawing. It's very labor intensive, very manual kind of drawing, and that's also another interesting point whereby the architect Lawrence using that as a reference, the only record of the presence of that building during that time as a reference for the whole restorations projects of Suffolk House. So my angle of tackling this is coming from new media, digital media, in our capacity. How can we tackle these issues afforded by new media, of course, afforded by technology. A place for me is always a practice space, and perhaps it is something that I inherited from my mother. She's a very creative person from my point of view. My father is also creative. They are both tailors. They design clothes. They design fashion, not fashion designer, but they do tailoring for people. My mother likes to shift things around, the furniture in the house, and the house will never be the same from time to time. So I look at that as a practice, the way you shift things, the way you change the space. How to record our interventions in the timeline of that building. So, kita masuk is already considered interventions to the history of the building, as well as the current state of the building as well. So my approach is looking at the way of doing that. So that's the idea of the mapping that I'm thinking, and the other one is how to add on another layer of meanings towards that building. That's another idea for the project that we intend to pursue, by allowing the audience and the user to add in their content as another layer of meanings added to that history of building. So it's sort of like a travel in between this timeline of the past, future, now.